Ed Sheeran just shaved his head.
You think he's getting a divorce?
Why do you shave your head?
To get ready to go to Turkey for surgery.
Welcome back, guys, to Blabbermouths. Today is an incredible day because we have the Chloe Troast in the office, in the studio. And you, of course, recognize her, obviously, from her comedic work. She's been on SNL, but more importantly to me, she's a Jersey girl. I'm also from Jersey, Chloe.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Wait, I love that.
I'm in, like, North Jersey, Verona, Essex County, if you're familiar with that work.
I am.
Oh, this is what we like also, like having people who are from New Jersey on the podcast. That is, I think, like when we are screening people, that's like top tier paramount.
Oh God, you need a new rubric.
I might need a new rubric.
Yeah.
One question I always ask people who are from New Jersey, do you hate Jersey Transit?
Oh no.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Wow.
I actually really admire it because there's a train station in my town.
Okay.
And I used to take it like
All
a
the
lot.
time.
When people would like be like, let's walk around the city for no reason.
100%.
Let's go to like what's that? Max Brenner's chocolate place.
Oh, yeah, the famous
I feel
chocolate
like
store.
there was like 2 times in my youth where it's like, let's take the train, go to
do
that
that.
crazy chocolate house.
Get high off chocolate.
Yeah, and just get like fondue all over our
Obsessed.
shirts and then go home.
I like that.
I really appreciate it too I like public transit in general.
Yes.
I also like cars. Like I just like automotive
I'm
things.
obsessed with that. I like your take. I usually do like public transportation, but NJ Transit and I have just so much beef.
Okay.
They are always running late for me. They have let me
Really?
down. Well, I used to take it when I had to go to high school. I went to high school in Jersey City, and multiple times they would have canceled trains. I was like such an anxious little child boy. Path sometimes.
Yeah.
That was more reliable, I will say. And then other times, like when I'm trying to leave to go back home from New York to New Jersey, constantly cancel trains. They're not letting us on until 2 minutes beforehand, and I'm rushing, and I feel like I'm in a...
that is hell.
That's hell.
Actually, they did a town hall where anybody was allowed to join to give feedback about NJ Transit and things that would be more effective for them to implement. And I know this because I watch the Today Show every day.
Oh my God, I love. And they featured that?
But my favorite part of the Today Show is, one of my favorite parts is Today in New York.
Yeah.
Is the local news that they do like every half hour for like 3 minutes.
That's nice.
Michael Gargiulo,
Hey.
Darlene Rodriguez.
Shout out.
All them. And yeah, they brought up that there was a big town hall for NJ Transit. And one of the big things that people always bring up is the fact that when you get to Penn Station to get on the train, they don't put what train track it is until seconds before.
Intense circle of hell that no one at Dante Inferno never really prepared us for.
They don't have air conditioning in that.
They have
remember?
Yep, of course not. Why would they?
Yeah, they have like those ducts.
Yeah, and like for 1 month only, they'll send in these like random machine ducts.
Yes, those ducts.
And I'm like, okay, great. Thank you for that. That doesn't do anything for me.
Do you want to know something that's also really scary?
Please.
That I learned from watching cable news ambiently in the background of my day.
I would love to know.
They're changing MetLife Stadium name to the New York, New Jersey Stadium for FIFA. And then they're going to charge, they're going to charge $150.
It's up to $150 now?
Mind you, it's not New York.
It's
New Jersey.
It's New Jersey. Whenever they share tour dates for, like, they're doing stadiums and it's at MetLife, they say it's New York. They never write
No way.
Yep. Oh, I've clocked them multiple times. They'll say New York and they'll say that's MetLife. Yep. They are erasing New Jersey culture.
The New Jersey wetlands, meadowlands.
So I'm so glad you're informed of the New Jersey chaos.
Yeah, I am.
But what else have you been up to recently, lately? You were just on, I'm going to butcher the name, The Rise and Fall of Reggie Jenkins? Dinkins?
Yes. Well, it's just about flipping and reverse that. It's the fall and rise of Reggie Jenkins.
I had to miss
and that's what makes it silly, the title.
Yes, of course.
Because he was low and then he rises back into
obsessed with
zeitgeist.
I like that. That's how all celebrities, they should come from the fall to the rise.
Yeah.
So you were in that. Obviously you have your own show, Spilling Your Seed. You're hard at work at that. Like, so is that what's in the pipeline right now for you? How's that been going?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And I just make a lot of things with my friends.
That's so fun.
This particular one, Spilling Your Seed. It feels like it just took like a lot of people really ended up loving it. And you know, that there isn't any kind of guarantee when you just do a lot of stuff all the time and output, you know. But it's, I feel like we tend to just make things that like make us laugh. And this was an idea that made us laugh a lot. And now people are just like gung-ho to do it, which just feels really fun and awesome. And also there are people that are too scared to do it. There are people, and let me tell you, we've come very close to some really interesting folks, but they are.
Why are they scared to do it? Can I ask why they're scared to do it? Like, you don't have to share who it is, but what's like, is there a common denominator? They're like, I couldn't do that.
They're worried about what I'm going to say about them. They're worried that I'm going to be quote unquote mean. But
I feel like you aren't.
It's never mean.
No.
It's coming from a place of complete idiocy on my end. I think that they are worried, especially if they have like PR people. Yeah. They're like, maybe don't bring up that random thing that happened in 2019. And then it's like, I mean, for those of you who don't know the show, I interview as sort of like a version of myself. That's like a fake researcher, genealogist.
Which is incredible.
Tell a story about their life that they don't know. Yeah. Essentially. So whether that's DNA or it's like testing that we've done on them secretly or think people that they're related to or like places that they have lived in their life, we like do a deep dive on, and it's all fake. But it stems from stuff that they do. So it's like sometimes it's like lovingly roasting. And then other times it's just random AF. But
I think that makes it more fun. Like, it's not that serious. You know, it's like it's not that deep. That everyone should want to do it when they're out. Like,
this is my plea.
Yes.
Please, if you'd like to come on my show, Spilling Your Seed, I will not be that mean to you. And if you are into it, people will think that you triumph above whatever silly little thing I have to say.
There you go.
And anyway, we all got stuff to laugh about ourselves.
Amen. Can you do that plea for our show? Blabbermouths.
This is my plea. If you have not been on Blabbermouths, why? Why? And if you've never been asked to be on Blabbermouths, why? Get your life together.
Get your life together and be on our show. You can just show up. I'll let anyone show up.
There's so many people in this office.
Yeah, exactly. There's too many people in this office. There's a little couch area over there where like people, it's like our no desk village, the land of misfit desks, because we don't have enough space.
What is everyone doing?
That is a really good question, Chloe. I know like maybe 4 people what they're doing, but everybody else, I'm like, There are sometimes people I'm like, wait, who is that person? I'm not entirely sure. I'm a blabbermouth, of course. I talk so much, but sometimes I talk too much, and I don't really. I have to listen. I'm not a listener. That's why they gave me this podcast to listen to people. They're like, we think you're a good person. You need to listen more. Interview and listen. Yeah. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. Yeah. Can you give me a score at the end if I was a good listener or not?
No, I mean, you got a long way to go. So that's why I can't tell you if we do a pre-grade.
It's going to be.
Yeah, no. It's right now it's the midterm and you got to get to the finals.
I've got to get to the finals. Yeah. All right. I think I can hoist myself through the finals. Chloe, what is on your current For You page? Like, what's on your internet? Like, what is coming up right now? What are you scrolling at that people may not know that you're scrolling right now?
I'm a crazy, like, DIY person.
Oh, okay.
So I would say generally I spend my time internet-wise with YouTube videos. Love. So I'm looking at people that are taking the weirdest things and making them into other like weird things that you don't need. Love. That's like my general thing that I'm watching. I watch a lot of like I bought every single tool you can buy online to make Shrinky Dinks.
That's amazing.
And I did just watch that video. I just watched
it. And would you recommend more people to do that? To like watch it, but also buy the Shrinky Dinks?
No. I don't. Based on the video, I do not support some of these tools. No. I'd say if you want to make Shrinky Dinks, what I got based on the video is that you can do it in a toaster oven as easy as any tool. So do not go out and buy. Please, guys,
stop buying
do
them.
not go out and buy stuff to make Shrinky Dinks. You have everything you need.
You have all the tools that you need, guys.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of comedy? This is a question that's going on. It might be a hard question because to narrow it down, but the idea of Mount Rushmore on my For You page, I'm seeing it like on the other day I was at a press event and I was asking actors who are their Mount Rushmore of actors, or I see like people are being asked right now, Disney and Nickelodeon stars would be like, who's on your Mount Rushmore of like Disney and Nickelodeon? So who would be your Mount Rushmore of like comedy, let's say?
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Carol Burnett, because my mom and my grandma introduced me to a lot of those like old sketches growing up, and that I really loved.
That's very nostalgic.
SpongeBob.
I like that. SpongeBob. I'm obsessed. I watched that, of course, as a kid, and still, honestly, still do.
Good. Is there 4 heads on Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, 4 heads. Sometimes I've let people say 5 if they have a close tiebreaker.
More modern in this sense is like Tina Fey, and
of course.
I've now gotten to like work with her a few times, and it's been like one of those things where you're like, this isn't gonna exist in my future.
Yeah,
and
right.
Then
and then
it's
it
like,
weirdly
that's
happens.
crazy.
It's like a surreal moment. That's incredible.
Totally. That's a pretty good.
I like that. That's a comprehensive list.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. I like that. We can put him as a close 5th. He's on the alternate list.
He's in like a smaller clip.
Yeah.
Well, oh God, I don't know.
No, there's so many.
Hard when I
when I ask people their Mount Rushmore, I always try to preface it's not taking away from other. I'm like, if I try to do Mount Rushmore of pop girls, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't. I can't pick that.
No.
But sometimes I have to narrow it down. So
that's harder than comedy.
Yeah, because there's just too many, and I have too many like old guard, new guard, too many random ones that I love. So I couldn't. We'd have to have a whole nother episode to dissect that. So I won't put us through that right now, Chloe.
Oh, good.
So now we're going to do a little segment. Does this matter? With Chloe Troast. I want to go through a few pop culture things that are happening currently. And I want to know, does it matter? Do we dive into it? Do we just say, absolutely not, pass? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm curious to get your takes on a few of these items. Cool. Do you care about the Met Gala coming up on Monday?
Only in the sense that me and my friend Jamie Lynn Watson, we make like videos of like random at the Met Gala. like we've made them for a bunch of years.
Wait, that's incredible.
Either the Met Gala or the Oscars, whatever, where we like dress up really crazy and we're like, hi, we're at the like Peter Luger table and we're really excited to be here. I care about it in terms of what we could potentially use.
Make out of it. Yeah, I like that. Would you ever go as an interviewer or as a guest? I could see you being a fun interviewer on the carpet.
It'd be fun to have a job.
Yeah.
I would love to get paid to go.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to get paid to go.
That's true.
I would say that it probably costs. I mean, I've heard that it costs a lot to go, although like people are
like
being
invited.
You. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would be so cool to be paid to go.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'd be ready for like my
Your style,
say this?
Your
like what I'd be like willing to wear.
Oh.
Like I feel like I get really bummed when it's just like pants and a shirt. Dress.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of like crazy designer things that people do.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want to get some crazy like artist that's not like necessarily like a fashion designer.
Right, but that
to,
could kind of support do some fun outfit for you. I like that. Change it up a little bit because sometimes people can be really boring with their outfits at the Oscars. It
doesn't move me.
Yeah, it's like, girl.
I actually don't care if you look beautiful.
You're more like, I want you to have fun with it, or I want you to be different.
I want people to move the needle.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I think if you're wearing stuff that has always been worn.
It's like boring snooze fest.
I'm kind of like, you have so many eyes on you that you could literally do something nuts that makes the whole world change.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
I like that.
But then you come out and it's like, I look beautiful in a blue dress.
No, I agree. Like, that's why I'm such a huge fan of Lady Gaga, that like whenever she would do anything on red carpets, especially in her early days, it was like the topic of conversation, and she added that so much to her artistry as an artist. And I always thought that was so fun that I'm like, I can't believe what people don't. Sometimes I think the fashion's gotten boring. So allegedly she's going. And so Beyonce's co-chairing it. So I hopefully think that there's.
It's crazy that Beyonce is co-chairing it.
I'm like, what? So maybe Beyonce and I will see each other in New York. Who knows? Right. Obviously, that could probably happen.
God, I'm going to have to like get dinner with Beyonce. And it's just going to be such a freaking long weekend.
She, of course, is going to be nonstop hitting us both up. And she's going to ask me.
I'm busy.
She's going to ask us both why she hasn't been invited to Blabbermouths and why she hasn't been invited to Spill Your Seed. Like, we're going to have to face that.
Beyonce, we don't need you.
Beyonce, we're not thinking about you, okay?
No. I once babysat
Beyonce,
and she needed my help. No, I once babysat coincidentally, like in the playground right next to the Met Gala. It was as it was happening, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, why? Like, this feels like a security like danger for us."
Right.
And then I realized it's the Met Gala, and so I was kind of like watching the kid swing to make sure that he wouldn't jump off the swing, but kind of like looking to see if people were pulling up.
Do you care about the Kentucky Derby that's coming up?
No.
Perfect. And more importantly, can I read you some of the names of the horses?
Yeah.
Okay. Intrepido.
Yeah.
Litmus test.
I love that. I cannot tell you how many times I say litmus test in a week.
Really? Wait, tell me how I'm going to start using it because I feel like that is such a...
Wait, I can't believe that. I use that so much.
I love it because it's a phrase to be like, oh, like, this is a litmus test of something, like almost being like, well, this will be like almost like your threshold, basically.
It's like, if I'm trying to describe, like if something is going to hit a certain demographic or whatever, it's like, I've done a litmus test on doing that and like this, and it's kind of doesn't come out.
Works.
It doesn't.
Wait,
I don't even know if I'm truly using it in the correct way.
I think you are,
but I use it a lot.
I love that. Wait, it's kind of like a phrase that we need to bring back. Let's bring it back. It's gonna be the word of the year of 2026.
Litmus test is one word. Yeah.
The next one is right to party
versus wrong to party. Wait,
I know. Honestly,
fight for the right to party.
Fight for the right to party. Is that like one of the First Amendments that we have?
So wait, I have to ask though.
Please.
Is it because people aren't partying?
People need to get their asses up and start partying again.
I agree. In any time and era in the world, especially when it's been the worst.
Yeah. We need to party.
People party.
Because they partied so hard in Prohibition. They partied so hard.
During the Black Plague.
I'm sure you would know something about that.
Yeah, that was Victorian, right?
Yeah. And people are partying hard now in the worst of times.
That is the only thing that you should really care about is pursuit of joy.
Another one is Chief Wallaby.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know where that one's coming from.
He's the main wallaby.
I want to know if the horses came together and Democrat.
Horses? Oh, we're still on the horse names.
Yeah. So sorry.
I thought this was like, does this matter to you? Right to party.
Oh my God. No.
And then you were like, does this matter to you? Chief Wallaby. And I was like, I am completely out of
Chloe.
the loop.
You're like, why haven't I seen Chief Wallaby come on my For You page? The right to party.
Like, I'm like, people aren't partying.
Oh, litmus test.
Litmus test, I was still on the wave.
You were still on the wave of the horses? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I should have. Yeah, these are still names of the horses.
Oh, okay. I'm locked in. All right.
And the last one that's kind of crazy is called Emerging Market. Someone named this horse Emerging Market.
Horrible.
We're not in an emerging market. How dare they?
There's no nature in that.
No. It sounds like we're trying to make the horses corporate. I don't want them to become corporate.
Whatever happened to
Fun?
Sally?
Huckabee.
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit.
Well, that's also kind of weird.
Or Blue Jeans from the Hannah Montana movie.
I forgot that.
Yeah. Spirit. That animation horse movie.
Oh,
he's
very
like
handsome animal.
It's very sexy horse.
They don't make the animations like hot anymore.
No.
And I'm, I guess, happy about that.
Like Shrek when he turns into a human. That was one of my gay awakenings.
That's a person.
I mean, maybe Shrek was kind of still hot to me.
That is like a humanoid. Yeah, when they start making pandas like hot and stuff, and you're just like, oh.
Like the Kung Fu Panda.
Can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just say, Jack Black as Kung Fu Panda. That's my type.
That's my type. Are you a Ted Lasso fan? Does that matter to you?
I should be. I actually I I haven't. I've been late to the party on watching it.
Yeah.
I really across the board only hear really
Me too.
wonderful things about
I haven't
it.
watched it either. It hasn't come across my desk in the way that it should. But everyone I know is excited for this 4th season.
Sports shows too. Like I think it really rallies a lot of people together.
Sports is like a religion for people.
Yes.
Would you guest star in Ted Lasso?
Would I guest star in
Yeah.
Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
No. Stop asking.
Stop harassing her. It's enough.
My God. I will not be in the final season of the hit television show Ted Lasso for the last time, you guys.
I'm so sorry to bring that up. I knew that was a trigger for you, and I asked.
They've asked me so many times to do the soccer ball. And I said, I don't want to
I
get
don't
my
think
head
so.
kicked in.
I got it. That was so wrong of me to ask.
That's all right.
Ariana Grande's new album, Petal, just announced.
What?
Petal, coming out on July 31st.
Pedal.
Yeah.
Tar pedal, bike pedal.
She didn't text me the additional
Oh.
details. She just like wrote Petal 731.
Yeah.
It's kind of
like
rude of her.
And it's like break the news.
Yeah, she was just
on
like, tell,
Blabbermouths.
when you see Chloe today, tell her. And I was like, sure.
Yeah.
And since I'm a bad listener, I didn't ask follow-up questions. I just was like,
Not your problem.
not my problem.
I love Ariana Grande.
Me too.
Music.
She was focusing on Wicked. She was focusing on
Right?
Fucker-in-law.
that.
She said that. And she was like going on tour and she's like, don't get your hopes up for a new album. I'm not doing it.
And it's here.
And it's literally here.
Also coming out with a whole album like during the Wicked.
That was crazy.
It seems pretty hard, yeah.
And she still had to do the Wicked albums, even though they were already written for her, but like still.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole dang thing is like a mystery.
Yep. Do you care about Helena Bonham Carter leaving White Lotus?
You know what? This was really intriguing to me
Yeah.
to find out. Mike White has created
Mm.
an institution now at this point.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm sure that there is a lot of very particular personalities that wants to be in the shows, especially because the show is not really about people who get along.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of different sensibilities of people. And of course, like their sensibilities that they play aren't necessarily their personalities in real life, but you really are running the gambit of types of people. And I could see how personalities could clash.
Right. There's like artists or actors who've been on it that like there's rumors that there was beef, or like if you remember like the Amy Lou Wood and Walton Goggins of it all.
Oh my God, that was
That, like, took
so
over.
blown up.
There could be a lot of creative differences and whatnot, or like ways that people aren't connecting in the way that they should. Or so I was excited personally to see her be on the show because I think she's phenomenal. But I don't know if you heard this even more updated news that Laura Dern is not replacing her, but replacing that Helena left, and they're making a new character for Laura Dern, and she's going to be in it now. How crazy is that?
Well, Mike White had a show that he wrote with Laura Dern,
Oh, what show was that?
Enlightened.
Oh,
Really good.
yeah.
Definitely like pals from that.
Well, apparently she did a cameo as a voice call
Yes.
in the second season when they were in Italy, I think. Wife. She
remember.
played the wife. I'm curious to see if that has anything to do, but probably not.
Oh, people are going to be.
They're going to be crazy about their little conspiracies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it's not that.
Then they're going to be pissed.
Yeah. Also, Helena Bonham Carter has been in the industry for so long.
She's been in a lot.
Let
I
her
loved
rest.
You know what? We could also fill in her role. Laura,
Absolutely.
Why-
And for the last time,
Stop
stop
calling.
asking me to be on the next season of a hit television show. I just don't have the time.
she doesn't have the time.
I'm doing Blabbermouths. I'm doing
Spill your seed.
Spill Your Seed. Like,
And you're like waiting for Beyonce to stop texting you
yeah,
to get
it's
drinks.
just rough.
I'm sure they asked you to play the Lotus Flower.
And I didn't want to be kicked in the head.
And to last, does this matter to you? Ed Sheeran just shaved his head.
You think he's getting a divorce?
I mean, why do you shave your head?
Oh man.
Yeah, right?
To get ready to go to Turkey for surgery. Basically, all of them have.
And that's probably true.
He shaved it bald or buzzed?
I think it's buzzed. There's
Okay,
a
oh
photo.
my God, Ed Sheeran bald would be so
That'd
strange.
be crazy.
Did he make a comment about touring, about family stuff?
But I wouldn't be surprised because he's kind of like an off the grid kind of guy, and he likes his family.
I get a little worried when celebrities like come out with like a declarative statement about their family or something, and I'm like, this happened because of a fight. Like, and it's like you're saying this on People magazine because your wife is mad at you. And like one of them being that George Clooney isn't like kissing anyone on screen anymore. And I'm like,
Yes.
this was a fight.
This was a fight. This
Like,
was born.
this is like
This is not because
so
you don't
weird.
think it's it was a fight, and now you're making it a statement.
It's so weird. It's like,
That's a good point.
you don't have to have sex on screen.
No.
So the only type of character you're going to play is like someone who's like
He's a eunuch.
a eunuch? Yeah, a eunuch. That's
Yeah,
right.
That's all you're gonna play, George.
Oh, George Clooney's
George.
just playing eunuchs
Yeah,
now
good for you, I guess.
in
God.
Ocean's 55.
Yeah, apparently they're making another one of those.
Yes, they are.
And lastly, do you watch Summer House at all?
I don't.
Oh, do
But
you?
what is it? Please explain.
Oh, I'm happy to. That's so sweet of you to ask. Basically, long story short, they just had their reunion where they were meeting over this like love triangle bad fight turnout where like Ciara, West, and Amanda, the 3 characters of like 10 characters on that show. Long story short, Ciara and West were together on and off for a couple years. And she was very hurt, Ciara, by his behavior because he's kind of like a fuckboy. And Amanda's like, girl, I'm your best friend. Like, we're going to get you through this. Don't you worry. She's married to another man named Kyle. And Kyle's like, I'm always drunk and I'm causing problems. You're a bitch. Yeah. And everyone's like, poor Amanda, like, divorce him.
Yeah.
And Amanda's like, ugh, I'm just so jaded by it all. Like, I don't have a good friend. And Sarah's like, I'll be your friend. We're friends. And then camera stopped filming because it's just like end of the season. Wes and Amanda start hooking up.
Married?
Amanda's technically still married, but they put out a separation Instagram story.
No.
And then Ciara had no idea. And then there was rumors percolating that this was happening, but everyone's like, there was absolutely no way. Ciara and Amanda are best friends. West and Ciara might be back together again.
Oh.
No. Came out. They've been dating. But West has been hooking up with other girls while trying to hook up with Ciara and Amanda. And then Kyle's all like, what? And then Amanda's like, I didn't do anything wrong. And Ciara's like, you. And then they made a joint Instagram statement that was written by ChatGPT. And now they've filmed their reunion episode, which is like the staple to every Bravo show where they like filmed the show a couple months ago and now they're coming back after the season has kind of finished airing. And there were reunion leaks, like sound clips that some random, I guess, internal employee at Bravo was just like, I'm going to record these and send them to people.
Oh.
And so they did. Ciara sounds incredible. She's like a masterclass at like coming up with comebacks and witty remarks. But Amanda sounds like an idiot.
Oh, no.
And Wes is just like silent. So it's like this bizarre, you know, love triangle kind of, not really. Like Amanda's a poor Kyle, whatever's his problem.
Drinking.
Drinking. West is a problematic boy. And Ciara is like a legit princess, beautiful human being.
I am just wondering if people could get scandals that don't involve sex going.
I would love a scandal that doesn't revolve around sex. I kind of like that. What scandals should we be involved in?
Me, you.
Yep.
I'm thinking money laundering.
I like that. Oh, I'm not rich, so I could really use some money laundering.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
kind of fun. Okay, but I'm glad that I could teach you a little bit about it, the Summer House drama.
I would have never read a lick about it.
And I got you covered.
Yes.
I've got you covered for small talk.
This is the thing, is that if you see something on the internet while you're scrolling and you don't understand it, you have to go down this hole where you're never going to get exactly the information you want. And that's where human connection comes in. And you go, do you know about this? And then they say yes. And then all of a sudden, 3 minutes later, you just know it. And you didn't have to go down some freaky rabbit hole.
And like too many ads popping up blocking you from reading it. I
Order
agree.
these leggings that stick to your butt.
Stop sending me leggings that stick to my butt.
But I've sworn off leggings.
Okay, I like that.
I think leggings are a huge ploy from yeast infection company.
Oh, so it's from big yeast infection. That's that.
Thongs too. Big yeast infection.
Big yeast infection. That's what it is. I like a brief. Like briefs, I can't imagine.
Even these pants are a little tight.
They're tight. I get that. Or even like, I've had to jock straps. I think they're also in that too.
Oh God, we're doing that.
And you know, at least Bravo and Real Housewives, correct? Could you explain that concept to a Victorian child?
Bravo?
Not Bravo, just like a Real Housewife
Oh,
or
okay,
like
okay.
a reality TV star. Like, how would you explain that to our wonderful, his name is Christopher Lucifer Jonathan James III.
Third. Okay.
Would you explain that to him?
Jonathan, how old are you?
I think he said 10.
10. You know how, like, you learn about what the king and queen are doing all the time? And you get little, like, pamphlets that are like, the queen went to brunch with the Tsar of Russia. And you're like, wow, I wonder what they talked about. Now imagine knowing every single word they said. That's what you get with reality TV. We don't have monarchs and kings in the United States, but we do have housewives. So they are kind of like the duchesses, the kind of ladies in waiting. So whatever gossip that you hear about royalty, that's kind of how we are all currently fixated on housewives.
Yeah.
And, you know, they keep making more, which is the difference between royals and housewives, is that housewives, they multiply, kind of like disease.
I think Christopher understands. That's our show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that went by so fast.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I hope
Yeah.
I wasn't boring you. I Chloe, where can our blabberheads find you? Social, your show, what you're doing next, all that great stuff.
So next week, I will be in LA for Netflix as a Joke Festival.
Wait, that's
and
incredible.
We're doing a Spilling Your Seed live show on the 9th at UCB in LA.
Wait, that's
and
incredible.
It's going to be super duper fun. We are planning a really fun show.
And you can find me at Willozer, at Betches, all the stuff that we create. Thank you again, Chloe, for joining me today. It was so much fun.
Thanks for blabbing with us.